Hello viewer, welcome back to 54A. Actually this bit's 54 because I've just been doing a video in 54A and then realised I haven't done the opening bit. I can't be bothered to go all the way outside again, so I'll introduce it from here. I'm going to get a piece of yew and make a little hollow form with a walnut finial on the top. So over to me in 54A. Oh, by the way, the noise in the background, the little printers going like the clappers making some seggies. Right, see you in the shed. I got it in between centres and we'll just see if I can get some kind of round shape out of it. There you go, I've got a nice tenon on there now. I just took it down with the square carbide cutter and then put the angle on with a skew chisel. So you've seen that all before. I'm going to get that mounted in the chuck now and then decide what else to do with it. Right, I'm just going to bore a bit of a hole in here now just to start me off. I think I can go a bit deeper than that. Okay, I'm going to try and hollow this out, which I'm not very good at really. I mean, I can do basic hollowing, but I don't really like going to get under the shoulders. I've got the tools, it doesn't mean to say I can use them. I haven't had much practice. But first of all, I'm going to flatten this end off. Now that I can do. That's better. Well, it looks like I can get quite a long way in with this little 10mm carbide scraper, little round head. Which is good because I like using these, but there's going to come a time when I'm going to have to get in a bit further than this will allow. So I'll carry on with this for a bit, see you later. I've just decided, before I do any more massive hollowing, to put a bit of shape on the outside, so at least I've got an idea of where to go on the inside. So, here we go. trying to get a decent camera angle, but the overhead camera bracket that I made has decided to die, and it's a bit awkward knowing where to put this tripod, so I must get myself a bracket sorted out, so apologies for that. Still more to come off, we've got a big chunk of bark there, but that's the basic shape that I'm after, I think. Right, still a bit of refining to do on the outside, but the basis is there now, and I'm hollowing out, and I'm still using this little 10mm round carbide cutter. I haven't got any posh hollowing tool kits and whatever with blooming lasers and things like this, so I've got this, and I've also got this nasty piece of work. I don't like using this at all, but it's getting right under the shoulder. Might give that a go. And I've also got the swan neck, which is a bit easier to use, so I might give that a go, but at the moment I'm getting on quite well with this, so I'm going to carry on with it. That's actually surprising me how far I can get with this little tool. That's not bad at all. Still wants more work, but I'm getting right in at an angle. Jolly good. Right, I'm changing the shape again on the outside, as you can see. That's typical of me, innit, you know. Just do things as I come across them. Getting there now. I'm quite surprised at how far I've managed to get with that little round scraper. Just want a couple of refining cuts. Oh, that'll do for the shape, I think. I'll get it sanded down now. Right, found a piece of walnut now and put it in the jaws of my little chuck. I want it to be that wide, because that's as wide as the opening on the pot thing. So I'm just going to take it down first, about there, and get a rough measure. It hasn't got to be a tight fit. Miles to go yet. Nearly there. These are only cheap things from Hong Kong. Probably no good for thousandths of an inch engineering, but it's just a piece of wood, so it doesn't matter. You can use anything, calipers, use a bit of wood if you want. Yeah, about another 1/8 of an inch to go. That'll do nicely, I think. Now just got to get a bit of shape on this, round it off, make a little finial. That'll do for the old roughing gouge, I think. Now don't forget, a finial can be any shape, size, thickness. You don't have to do it wafer thin. Look it up in the dictionary what a finial is. A decorative piece. So don't let anybody tell you your finial's too fat or your finial's too short or the wrong shape. Doesn't matter. Right, just put a few pencil lines on here. That's roughly how I want the base. That will be the main part of the finial, and that'll be the tip. It's just a rough guide for me. Just makes it a bit easier for me. Now I've got my very basic shape, and it isn't basic as you can see, but I've got the lines now to follow. It's just a question of taking it down, rounding it off a bit until you're happy with it. and probably have to use some different tools. I'm just using this spindle gouge at the moment. Shine on that already, and that's just with a cutting tool. It's lovely wood to work with, walnut is, and if you've got a few scraps lying around, have a practice at making a couple of finials. I'm not brilliant at it, but I really enjoy making them. Right, I'll see you later. Just turned over with this really little, I think it's about 1/4 of an inch spindle gouge, little Sorby one I picked up, really cheap actually, but it's great for getting into the little tight corners the further down you get. And if you haven't got one, there's plenty of other tools you can use. Right, there you go. To save boring you with the rest of it, that's what it turned out like. Give it a quick polish up, and that's just about the right size for that little pot thing, and I'll put it together now and show you. And there it is. I suppose if I glued that on, it would be called a hollow form. God dear. If I don't glue it on, you can put odds and ends in it, so I'm not going to glue it on. If I glue it on, it's just an ornament, isn't it? You can't do anything with it. So at least you can put your odd pins in there and what have you, so that'll do. I haven't took it too thin. It's about 3/16 I suppose, maybe a quarter, yeah, about 3/16, that's a rough guess. I can't see the point in taking things that thin. There's a chance of you ruining the piece going through the side. I don't know why people do that, but still, that's their preference I suppose. It's a nice little fit actually, not too tight. I left that tiny little bit of bark on there and there just to give it a bit of a feature. But all in all, that's come out not too bad for my first sort of hollowing under the shoulder kind of job. And looks alright. So that is it. Hope you've enjoyed that. It was quite an experience. I've realised that I don't need to spend a lot of money on hollowing tools on something that I'm not going to do very often. I've managed with the one I've got, the swan neck I used, and that little round carbide cutter, little 10mm round one. That was fine for that. I suppose if you're doing something a lot wider, you would need something of a different angle to get in under that shoulder. Still, that's that. Thanks very much for watching. Now I'm going to give UKIWS another mention. It's going to be a great weekend, so if you haven't got your ticket, I should order you up. And there's a great bunch of people there. You'll make loads of new friends. Seggies, they're going really well. I've managed to get a couple of sets actually in stock. The little 3D printers are going like the clappers. And I'm trying to build up a bit of a stock, so first come first served. You can get in touch with me through my website and send me a message through there, and I'll see if I can fix you up. Righto people, or viewer, might be two by now. I'll see you soon for the next one. Take care, bye now.